かこの辺だよね。ここら辺なような気すんだけど。
ここですね。
ええ。ちょっとその番号が。いた。Are you Mr. George Romero?
Yes, how are you?
I'm Yoichi, director of the festival.
Nice to see you.
Hi,
It's Christine.
Very nice to meet you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
And Takahashi.
How do you do? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Hello. Nice to see you. Come in. You're tired from the travel.
No, not to travel.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Lots of memorabilia here.
Yeah.
All the movies and
Oh,
our family
many
here.
pictures.
Yeah.
Ah,
Many things. I don't know if you look. This is from Dawn of the Dead.
yes,
That's
yes,
one of
yes, yeah.
Production
This is
show.
Zombie in
Oh.
New York. In New York, the opening.
Yeah.
These are our friends, Barbara and Cletus. They design,
Yeah.
All the movies
design
from
all the
years.
things.
Yeah.
This is our daughter,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's our boy.
Yeah.
He got a job modeling when he was a baby from a magazine.
A clip show?
Creep Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Fluffy in Creep
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah.
And Creep Show. Christine with
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
me with Ted Danson.
Yeah.
and
yeah, that's Ted Danson.
let's
Yeah.
see. This is Day of the Dead.
Hey, Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
Yes,
Tina
yes,
was
yes,
just a
yes,
baby.
yes, yes, yes.
And
This
Night
is,
Riders.
George Stark, Timothy Hutton in
Yes.
Amy Madigan. Dark Half.
Dark Half. Yes, yes.
and this is Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
Creep
yes.
Show also.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Creep Show. Christine was in small scene in Creep Show with
Okay.
Adrienne.
Yeah.
That was
Adrienne Barbeau.
Adrienne
She's
in
now very close
Pittsburgh with
Yeah, yeah.
John Carpenter.
Oh, Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And this is the family portrait from Night of the Living Dead. It's the whole cast and crew in the original Night of the Living Dead. That's the crew. That's the entire crew. Everybody that worked on the movie is right there. That was it. And cast.
And George?
Me?
You?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Nice guy.
No, I don't know. That's it. This is the crate in Creep Show.
Ah! 財布入ってたあれだよ。どうも本当に時間取っていただいてありがとうございます。日本のファンがあなたが来てくれたら一番喜ぶんですけども、なんかこう新しい仕事の作品の準備に入ったということで、まずその作品がどういう作品の準備に取り掛かったのか、それからお聞きしたいと思います。
We're shooting two projects right now.
Yeah.
One is a ghost story for MGM called Before I Wake. And I don't know if that title translates. It's a phrase from a prayer, a children's prayer that you say when you go to sleep. And also for Universal, a remake of The Mummy. Yeah. So right now, I just yesterday finished the script. I just mailed it today, and now we have to begin casting and so forth. So in other words, I'm working for the studio. So they insist that I stay here, and because we have to have meetings with casting agents and so forth. When we made the film, there was co-financing. In other words, some of the money came from the United States, private investors, and some of the money came through Dario Argento, and it was Italian money. And when they negotiated the deal, they had different rights, and the Italian companies had the rights to change the film in non-English language countries. And the American investors had the rights to all the English language world. In other words, United States, UK, the rest of the English-speaking world, Australia. Now, we had first the long version, this version that you're going to show. Then the distributor here wanted to make some changes, some little changes. It was not much, because we didn't have to rate the picture here. He put the movie out with no rating. So we made just some little changes for the US version. So that's version number 2.
Number 2.
Then Dario made cuts for the European, the non-English language version. He made several cuts of mostly dialogue. He didn't cut very much of the violence or the blood. He just made some cuts from, you know, he thought was his sensibility. Also, we had different music. His music was all goblin.
Yes.
And in the English version, I used some goblin and some library tracks. So the Dario's version was the other version. Then we had censors cut it in England and I think Canada, the Nordic countries, you know, Finland, Sweden. It took a long time to get in there. So I think there's probably 5 or 6 versions. The only ones that I cut with my hands were the one you're going to show and the original American release version. So those are the 2 that I actually, I did the work.
よかった。
It took a long time. But it was not just weekends. We shot whenever we could, but everyone was pretty much volunteer, you know. We had a little bit of pay for the actors, but all of the production crew we were all the investors, you know, and we had other jobs. So we would work whenever we could, not just, you know, not just on weekends, but we had a few weeks when we would shoot every day. But yeah, it took a long time. Then we finished, and then we had to buy more film, and so we went away. We'd do a job for somebody, get some money, go buy some film. Then we looked at the movie, and then we wanted to make it stronger, and so we went back in the winter time and shot some more. That's really why it took so long. You can see some of the sequences in the winter time because you see the breath coming. Zombies are not supposed to be warm-blooded. I don't think they should have breath in the cold, but some of the zombies do.
So actually, you did shoot in a weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Weekdays too.
Weekdays too. Yeah. Oh yeah, we shot whenever we could. I don't feel bad, no, because I love the genre, you know. I've always loved it from when I was a boy. I loved it. And so I don't feel bad. I feel great about being able to be part of it, you know. And now making a mummy movie, you know, I used to see those mummy movies when I was a kid, so I feel great about it. I'd like to make other kinds of films. I think everyone who wants to make films wants to make many kinds of films. But there's the economic reality, you know. If somebody buys tickets, then they'll give you the money to make a movie. But when, you know, they want to hire you for what they want from you. So maybe someday I'll take a chance. Right now, I think particularly right now, I have a family with young children and so forth, so I have to think about them. I can't take a gamble or a risk and, you know, and go and make a little movie with my own money or something like that. But maybe I think maybe someday I probably would.